Hey guys, this is Remaster. I gotta sign off now. I'm gonna pull open some tabs in Chrome and using my computer for warmth. Hey.
No. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick. I'm just empty. I gave blood at 3 places today, and they only gave me brownies and orange juice. I tried to sell them at a local school, but they called the cops on me. That guy lied to me. They don't give you money for blood anymore. Why is it colder in here than outside?
Well, I kinda had to let the gas bill go today to pay for power.
Honor, a gas bill is nowhere close to a power bill.
Yeah, that's why we also don't have running water.
We don't have running water?
No, I kinda had it shut off this morning too.
You mean this kid's not big enough? Damn it!
James, the toilet doesn't.
I know!
Sorry.
We gotta make more money. How's the movie review doing?
James, no one watches our streams. Why would they watch a video? We may talk about
just
some.
check it.
Fine, but you'll see that. Oh my god, that's 10 times my stream count.
It's not really impressive, but I bet it can make some money eventually. I mean, I guess we can make some more of those.
You know what? You're right. And you know what? I know how we can get more views.
How's that?
We could watch a movie with a well-known actor who actually speaks in the first half of the film. Or acts at all.
Well, who's that?
It's Liam Neeson. His new movie Cold Pursuit just came out. That's sure to bring in the views. And it's a remake of a widely popular classic that everybody remembers.
Let's do it.
Whew. That's all it's gonna be a problem. Just add it to the list. Hey guys, this is Mixed Reviews. It's Hunter again. This is James, and today we're going to be talking about Cold Pursuit.
Yeah, Cold Pursuit is Liam Neeson's 5th Taken film, and it stars Liam Neeson, Laura Dern, partially, and some guy named Tom Bateman, who is acting as a 12-year-old child, but for some people it's entertaining. Directed by Hans Petter Moland, I believe. Pretty sure that's right.
I believe that's correct.
And it's a remake of the 2014 film. It's a European film. I think it's Norwegian, possibly. It's something like that.
In Order of Disappearance?
Yeah, an Order of Disappearance, which got some pretty good reviews on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that. So, but it's also the same director, which is kind of interesting. It's remade by the same director, but
And you know, it's only 5 years later, which is kind of strange. But what did you think of Cold Pursuit?
It was a movie. It wasn't appalling to watch, but it also wasn't fun to watch. It was really right down the middle for me. Like, if I had never seen the movie, I wouldn't have cared. I have seen the movie. I still don't really care that I saw the movie.
I'm just hoping you remember enough of the movie to talk about, because I really don't. Like we were talking about earlier, some other characters, I was like, this character's in there, this character's in there, but I saw that from looking at the lineup of actors. I don't remember half of them from the actual movie. But basically, we didn't even talk about what the movie's about. Basically, it's a guy and his son is
Murdered.
basically murdered by a group of drug dealers, and he tries to find the kingpin, played by Tom Bateman. And it's him going from person to person, killing them, and kind of going off the title of the original film, In Order of Disappearance. And let's talk about some of the good things maybe we liked. Not much, but
it had a good gimmick with after every death there was I don't know what you call it exactly, like a card maybe, but the screen went black. A title card basically, where it got the name and then the nickname, which is another gimmick.
And their religion and a symbol, like it was like a cross, the
Jewish
Star of David,
or if the Native
and
Americans
Native American
had
symbols.
they
had a few
they
different
had,
ones. Some of them had the eagle, and some of them I saw a few that had one different one.
I think you're right.
Maybe a different tribe, but most of them were like an eagle, I believe.
I thought that was a cool gimmick, and I also liked how everybody had a nickname, which was made fun of in the movie itself. So, I mean, I like that.
Yeah, nicknames are pretty good. But yeah, I agree with that gimmick. Another thing that I really enjoyed was kind of the music during the title cards. It was kind of this quirky, almost Wes Anderson folky kind of feel to it. Very hipster, I thought, but I thought it fit. Well, it didn't fit. That's the thing. The movie almost goes. I'm going to go into the bad because the movie was pretty bad. I can't even give it a eh. But it was a dark comedy in a way, but it wasn't dark enough and it wasn't funny enough
to be considered a dark
comedy. For me to call it that, but you could tell that's what they're going for.
Well,
every funny joke or moment just left me like, eh?
You said coming out of the theater, or maybe on the ride home, that Liam Neeson was not the correct choice for the lead, which I agree with. I don't want to
see a major actor in this role. I want to see some nobodies, like, even though for something Skarsgård played the main actor in the original film, and he's a pretty big name. I want to see some nobodies in this.
Not even so much the nobodies, but when you cast somebody like Liam Neeson, who obviously is an action like he plays in action movies. That's kind of his thing nowadays.
Yeah.
When you cast somebody who's now known for the Taken movies and something like this, Taken isn't a dark comedy. It's an action flick. And when you cast him in this,
it's also neither, but it's not trying to be any of them.
That's the thing. Is it feels like it should be an action flick, even though they wanted it to be a dark comedy.
Taken, by the way, is not a great movie, but it's fun. Watch the first.
Taken's better than Cold Pursuit.
Catch it on TV. Yes. Catch it on TV. Catch Taken on TV.
Nothing against Liam Neeson. I mean, I like the guy a lot. It's just putting him in this role didn't work.
Yeah, and like I said, Laura Dern was also in the movie for
maybe 3 minutes.
I'm gonna go 4 minutes. She's very insignificant, even though I love Laura Dern. I wish I could see her more, even though all we have as of late is the new Star Wars movie.
Wasn't she? Was she in Bird Box? Was she in Bird Box?
No. We're thinking of Sarah Paulson from.
That's right. Yeah.
From Glass.
Yeah.
But now, like we've kind of talked a little bit about the good and the bad. The direction was fine. The cinematography was fine. It's a beautiful area, but I remember I kept pointing this out. There's a shot of basically
Detroit.
A road going into it looked like Detroit, but going into
no, that was
Dakota.
Detroit.
No, it wasn't Detroit. It was Dakota. That's where the whole it was either North or South Dakota. That's where the whole film takes place. It looked like Detroit, but I remember leaning to Hunter and saying, "Is that CGI?"
And
Hunter was like, "I don't think so." And then the second time I was like, "Hunter, I think that's CGI," and Hunter was like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's just bad. It was bad CGI.
And then they showed it
And
seven more
I feel
times.
like that was the only CGI scene in the movie. Why not just get a picture of Dakota or Delaware or wherever it is when it's snowing? I think it was North Dakota, but I mean, it was just jarring. Some of the choices and the direction, the cinematography. It was some beautiful areas, but it was very flat in its shots and its lighting and everything like that. But it was fine. I kind of hope for more than fine in movies that I go and see nowadays if I'm having to spend $10, $11 on them.
Actually, the theater we went to was nice. It was like $7.25.
Yeah, well, the theater wasn't nice, but
The price of the theater
price
was nice.
fit the theater.
Yeah.
But yeah, going off direction was fine. Acting was fine. It was pretty good. It was pretty good moments. I'm not a huge fan of the villain. We're kind of split on that. I think he was very childish and annoying, but not in an intriguing or entertaining way. Every time he was on screen, I was just waiting for somebody to kill him, to put a bullet in his head. But
I liked it. I mean, I think it obviously was meant to be annoying one way or the other. I just liked it. I thought it was quirky and funny. You didn't, which is fine. I mean,
it's differing opinions. I mean, some are right, some are wrong, but I thought he was annoying and childish, and just I couldn't get into it. But we talked about the music.
yeah, we mentioned the
Yeah, the
stuff.
little quirky music. There's not a whole lot more about this movie I have to talk about.
That's the thing. For an hour and 59-minute movie, 2-hour movie,
It's very basic.
It leaves you with nothing.
Yeah,
There were a few good jokes.
I didn't hate it.
By a few, I mean exactly 3 good jokes, I think, that made me chuckle. But especially the last scene.
We're not gonna spoil it, but my favorite joke was when the
hotel.
The Indians were coming into the hotel.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
probably my favorite. I actually looked at Hunter and I said, Hunter, that was funny. I wasn't laughing, and Hunter was like, are you being sarcastic? No, it was actually kind of funny and kind of clever, but it was kind of delivered, ham-fisted, but you take what you can get with this movie, I guess. Try to make your own fun out of it. Maybe you can have some fun. Maybe show up, like, hammered, but, we
Yeah.
try not to drink too much. But,
Hey,
it happens.
Hey.
But, as a whole, would you recommend Cold Pursuit in any way?
If you really like Liam Neeson, go watch it. Otherwise, spend your money on another movie.
I would say if you want to go watch Cold Pursuit because it looked interesting, don't watch Cold Pursuit. Watch the first Taken, maybe the second if your IQ is below 80. And then go watch Fargo Season 2 because it's just trying to steal from both of them, and not steal, but it's trying to look like both of them, trying to gather those fans from those two programs and shows, or movies and shows, but just go watch those. Fargo Season 2 is phenomenal. All the seasons of Fargo are great. Taken is stupid, dumb fun that I really enjoyed. And yeah, I would say don't watch this movie at all.
To give it some credit, I mean, the premise is nice. If you want to go watch it, maybe to get an idea of a good setup for a movie that was executed poorly, this would be a good example.
Then just read about the setup. You got to watch a good setup for 2 minutes.
It
was a fine setup.
I liked the setting a lot. I really liked the groups that were involved.
I didn't feel like they got enough out of the setting.
I just don't think they played very well together. Like the groups versus the setting versus the actual acting. It all was maybe okay in its own right, and none of it came together.
Also felt very PG-13-ish. I was just going to throw that in there before the review's over. But, I don't think they said a single F word. The violence, there was a little bit of blood, but enough blood to be rated R, but very off-screen and just a lot of punching for the most part, or shots and people just falling down. I actually asked Hunter during the film, is this PG-13? And we're like, I'm pretty sure it's R.
Pretty positive.
It's tough to tell, but we looked it up. It is R. But, yeah, I thought that was just another little weird thing I found there. But, yeah, I would not recommend it. Watch Fargo Season 2 or the first Taken. They're fun. And, Hunter, you would partially?
Like I said, if you like Liam Neeson and there's nothing else that interests you, sure. I mean, it's not like a waste of money. But there are better movies.
I'd want that $7
you could save that money for next month when decent movies come out.
So yeah, that's our review of.
That's our very.
What's it called again?
Cold?
Cold Pursuit.
Yeah, Cold Pursuit.
Yes, with Laura Dern.
And Liam Neeson.
And more Laura Dern. And that's our review. Thanks for stopping by. Our next review, I think we're thinking, is going to be Us, the new Jordan Peele movie. I'm super excited about that.
I'm wonderfully excited and terrified because I'm not a big horror movie fan, only because I'm a big man-child.
But I love horror movies, and I think Jordan Peele is going to be one of the next best directors as long as he gets out of this whole horror film comfort zone that he's in eventually. But I'm super excited. We're thinking that's going to be our next review, and we'll see you then. Should be up pretty soon after the film comes out, so be looking out for it.
Hey, James, did you ever, go to the doctor?
For what?
For your blood levels, dude.
What do you mean by blood levels?
You gave 3 bags of blood today. You're kind of depleted.
That was like 3 hours ago.
James, first off, it was 5 hours ago.